Adobe Radio. The future of alternative.
We all know that it's called the bionic, the bomb, the puff, the blow, the black, the herb, the sensi, the chronic, the sweet Mary Jane, ganja, spliff, reefer, the bad, the Buddha, the homegrown, the ill, the Maui Maui, the method, pop, lethal, turbo, Thai, shake, skunk, stress, wacky, weed, blaze, the boot, dime bag, Scooby-Doo, Bob, bogey, backyard boogie.
Yeah!
It's the Koller Weed Show. That's Jess.
And that's Sasha.
And we are live on Adobe Radio on Monday. We are live, and we are glad to be here, as always, as we have been for the past pretty much decade. Find us everywhere. Cool Nerd Weed Show on YouTube. You can find us on socials. You can DM us. You can email us. We are available, and we love to chat, and we love doing this, and we've loved it forever, and we always will love it. Look out for our zine. There's a new issue. I don't know why I forgot the word for issue. There's a new issue coming out in a couple weeks, or a week, actually about a week, I guess, right?
Yeah, it's ready.
Woo!
It's already gone to print.
Nice. Yeah, it's our forever summer issue. So check it out. Catch them all. We'll be doing this for a while. We love it. We want to preserve media and, make sure that, I don't know. Today we were trying to watch a movie, and we kept getting an error from Apple or something that was like, you're watching this on too many devices. And I was like, what? I'm not watching it on any device, just this one. And then it was like an error message over and over and over again. And I was like, man, Blockbuster would never,
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing when my internet went out. I'm like, man, I sold all my DVDs.
Yeah, man. It's
like,
concerning.
what a bummer.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't have anything, to hold. And I feel like we should keep those things. Pictures we should definitely have and be printing out, and just in case, if you gave all that stuff away or you sold it, I don't know. I'm thinking of buying it again, because I did too, or my husband did. I don't know if I would have. I like to keep shit, but I'm not a hoarder, but I'm sentimental. So if my dad didn't throw out my CDs, I totally would have had all of my CDs from when I was a kid. Maybe he didn't, but they're probably all scratched.
All of my CDs that weren't scratched and DVDs were taken right down the street to Amoeba.
Yeah, us too. We made a little bit of money off it. I think I got one of my Bad Brains shirts because we sold some DVDs, which is cool. But we are kind of old school in that way. And I think this day and age, I think people are actually wanting to do such things. I mean, smoking weed, what do the kids call them? The cigarettes or analog vapes. Like we're smoking analog dabs. Are you smoking?
Always. Not yet.
Oh, you're waiting. Or no, you're not waiting. You can smoke now.
Now is the time.
Okay, now's the time. Well,
what are you smoking, Sasha?
Oh God, I don't even know. It's definitely something that I think it's from my travel bag. So it's Big Pharma. I think it tastes like a little gassy and a little sweet. So whatever that would have been from Big Pharma. It's good though.
Maybe the Blue Jam.
Yeah, maybe.
I picked up from Big Pharma this week the toad venom.
Oh, is it good? I want it.
I have to say, with all the hype around toad venom, it's definitely worth it.
Oh, man, I really want it. I'm so sad. Will I ever be able to get it here in New Jersey?
Maybe. Wow. That is gas. That's gassy. A different strain. I mean, it hits on all those gas notes, a little funky, tiny bit of sweetness. Definitely like has that sort of OG Cabbage vibe to it.
Would I like it?
I think you'll love it.
Is it like like is it a combination of strains, or is it a brand new strain like from a million different things?
Well, nobody really knows.
Interesting.
There's so much controversy around this and folklore around this particular cut. But I think this is the one, because I smelled one somebody else had that was more like Skittles.
Sure.
This
yeah,
one
yeah.
smokes more like an OG or a Chem Dog.
All right.
And that funk.
Yeah, a lot of times those strains that have a lot of lore to them or a lot of hype around them, they are just Skittles or something else, and you're like, oh. And they are missing that funk. So if that has it, then I am sold. That's wonderful.
Oh, it's delicious.
Well, good. We are smoking today. Well, we're smoking today because we smoke every day. But we smoke with intention today to honor. Well, it was a big weekend this past weekend. It was the Vans Warped Tour back in action. And the scene is crazy, you know? Like, you meet people 30 years ago that you that are like so formative in your memory and your time in the scene and in the world that you know, you almost not take them for granted, but you almost just think, well, that's just a part of my tapestry. That's somebody who will always be there. But we had a lot of loss past couple weeks. A lot of legends we've lost. That's why we said fuck cancer last week. And we'll say it again this week. I'll let you say who we're smoking in honor of, and maybe give a little shouts because you have a little personal tie there.
Yes, today we are smoking for my dear friend Lou Koller from Sick of It All. And you know, I wrote a little tribute for Lou, and I'll try to make it through this. I rehearsed this like 25 times today.
You got this. I'm here.
And you know, all right, here we go. To Lou Koller and Sick of It All. You know, for me, Sick of It All wasn't just another band I worked with. They were my introduction to a whole new world. They were my first major tour, my first time I lived on a tour bus, the first time I crossed the Atlantic, the first time I experienced Europe, Japan, Australia, and New Zealand. Imagine being a kid who loved hardcore music and suddenly you find yourself traveling the world because of it. Every day was another city, another venue, another lesson. I learned that lesson that hardcore wasn't just a New York scene, it was a global family. No matter where we went, the same energy, respect, and sense of community existed. Different languages, same sing-alongs, different countries, same circle pits. Lou Koller and Sick of It All helped open that door for me, and I'll always be grateful for that experience. Looking back, those tours weren't just about the show. They were about seeing the world, building lifelong friendships, and learning the value that have stayed with me ever since. Work hard, stay humble, look out for your crew, and never forget where you came from. Those lessons followed me from touring life into live event production and eventually into the cannabis industry. Whether it's loading in a stage at sunrise, helping a customer find the right medicine, or sitting behind the microphone right now, that hardcore DIY work ethic has always been with me. So today, this episode is more than a tribute to one of hardcore's greatest frontmen. It's a thank you. Thank you to the man that took the time to talk to every fan and shake hands. Lou Koller had the ability to make everyone feel welcome and seen. Thank you, Lou. Thank you for the music and the memories. Thank you to the entire Sick of It All family. And thank you to everyone in the New York hardcore community who made a kid on his first tour bus feel like he was part of something bigger than himself. Hardcore gave me a passport, a purpose, and a lifelong community. I will always carry that with me. I love you, Lou. And God damn it, fuck cancer.
Fuck cancer.
Ah!
Yeah. Yeah. That was very, very beautiful. It's a very, very big loss, and it's a very, very, very sad loss. And it hits you really hard and really deep, especially when he formed so much of who you are. But to Lou, to who Lou was, every person who he touched says the same thing, you know. When you think of New York hardcore, you just fucking think of Sick of It All. There's like, for me anyway, and there's something to be said about something that's never, ever, ever been done before. And I feel like Sick of It All absolutely had that. And to have that and also be really humble and really wonderful and really kind and to open your arms, but also really angry, and also the ideals of a champ on the right side of history. He made sure that he stood for a cause, and that's why you find so many people like yourself from the hardcore scene who are, you're softies. You know,
It's
like
true.
Angry about good things, angry about things that aren't good enough, and singing and screaming about things that aren't just. And I feel like we should all live a little more just in Lou's honor, and stick to our ideals in Lou's honor. And just, we wouldn't have TS if we didn't have Sick of It All. And that's crazy. You wouldn't have a lot of TS. Well, TS is one of a kind, but you wouldn't have your closest homie if it wasn't for Lou and Sick of It All. And that's a really wonderful thing. You know, what a professional, what a literal rock star. Also made it into mainstream, you know, which is insane, and did it with fun, you know. There is, Sick of It All shows are absolutely bananas. They're banana nut breads.
And, you know, Lou, none of them, they never phoned it in. Ever.
No,
Ever,
ever,
ever.
never. No, nothing he did was phoned in.
Lou gave the same energy, crazy energy every night. And I saw them like 2 years ago. He passed, he was 59. So he was like in his mid 50s when I saw that last show. Mm-hmm. And geez, the fuck, man. So just so much energy. Mm-hmm. And he did what he loved.
Yeah.
I've got to lighten it up. I got a fun story.
Yeah.
About a Sick of It All show. So I can't remember where we were. And you know, the show's going crazy. Every huge mosh pits, stage diving everywhere. They never played with barricades or anything. And a prosthetic leg comes flying up on stage.
Jesus.
And Lou grabs it. He's like, does this belong to anybody? You know, and this dude missing a leg comes over, like crowd strips up to the front, and Lou gives him back his leg. And I found out later on that it was like a longtime fan that would always show up to shows. And the first time he actually was in the pit, he lost his prosthetic leg, and nobody knew who it was. So somebody literally threw it up on stage because they didn't know who it belonged to. So then after that, it became a joke between this fan with the prosthetic leg and Lou. So they wouldn't, nobody was going to show up, and then suddenly this leg he'd throw his leg up on stage, and they knew that the homie was there.
Oh, that's a really fantastic story. That's amazing. That's fucking amazing. What? Oh man, what a scene! What a scene! And I'll tell you, you know, it is the true. These are the true. And I think that says a lot about a man. And his memory is absolutely a blessing. If you didn't see the tribute, Drain did a tribute. Did you see it?
I did.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
It was really good. And he was so thought of this weekend, because talk about someone who started it all, you know, that's very, very much, you can, so much influence. Even just being bold enough to stick to your guns and stick to your ideals, stick of it all. I've been doing that for many, many, many years. And how many times did you tour with them?
I toured with them during the Scratch the Surface. I did I did 2 records. So
and what years were that?
4 years.
What years were that?
Let's see. It was I started in 94, and then I think until 97 or 98.
Those were good times.
And then I kept in touch with them. Every time I was in LA and they were here, I've seen them. I flew to Buffalo to see them on my birthday one year.
That's awesome.
Snapcase and Sick of It All.
Wow.
What a great show.
Yeah. Yeah.
We did shows right down the street at the Palace with the Beastie Boys.
Very cool.
Under assumed names. It was Quasar and the Alleyway Crew.
God.
Everybody knew.
Well, for sure.
That was a benefit for Clean Needles Now.
Oh, lovely. Yeah. Always a benefit, always a fundraiser, always like a cause, a really good cause to stand for. There was always something that was being tended to, especially in like the hardcore scene too in general. Like there's stuff to be said and angry about, and you can make a difference, and that's why we do this show pretty much, is from that influence. It's just from being silly and kind and smart and standing for all the right stuffs. If you look at many pictures from those years, you will probably see TS somewhere, a little baby. Darling
Oh
TS.
yeah, just a baby. Not too many tattoos.
Were you even smoking weed?
A little bit.
Straighted. We
It's
Buffalo straighted.
It was by the time I moved to New York City, I was smoking a little bit. Just testing the waters.
Did you smoke a lot of weed with Sick of It All? Any various members?
Nah, Lou never smoked.
I mean, I would assume Lou didn't smoke. I don't know. Did anybody smoke weed in the van, or just the roadies?
Mostly just the roadies.
Yeah. I would guess that if you made me guess.
But there was never any judgment, and they might have made fun of me when I was a little high, but it's all in good fun. There was never any judgment. You can just do whatever you want, really, as long as you do your gig. We're there for entertainment too.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, I wasn't the best drum tech, but definitely entertainment value.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Lou gave me my other nickname.
yes.
He said I had blonde hair. He said I looked like the Coca-Cola polar bear. And,
Cute.
they called me Yeti.
That's very cute. That's like adorable, you know? Like you cutie patooties.
Yeah.
Lou was a cutie patootie. He really was.
He's a handsome man for sure.
Oh, yes. Are you kidding me?
Okay.
He's dreamy as fuck. What are you talking about? And very charismatic.
For sure. There was I don't know, there was like a lot more women went to those shows. It wasn't like a total sausage party like your kind of typical hardcore show.
So I am usually towards the back by the bar, but I never felt ever, and I've you know, I don't have like a long tapestry of hardcore shows, but when I ever went to one, I never felt like unsafe ever. In fact, I felt more safe there than I ever felt anywhere, because there were people like you, like, you know, they didn't have barricades, but they had you.
Yeah,
and you
it's true.
helped. You did, like, you did. Like, there was more safety there than there is an average fucking modern day festival.
It's always a safe place.
Yeah.
For everybody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. And that is kind of the moral of the story here. And I think that Lou be proud of what you stand for, is proud of what you stand for. And I think he's just a wonderful, wonderful reason to celebrate and to remember that good humans, really, really good humans, stand-up people, cool people, get put in your life for a very specific reason. Like, what's that TikTok? It's like, one day when you're a 19-year-old lead singer of Sick of It, you'll meet the lead singer of Sick of It All, and he'll ask you to go on tour. Actually, how did you go on tour? Who did you meet? It's important that you say yes. Is the you know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like, one day you'll meet a bud tender friend at the weed, and he'll ask you to do a podcast with him. It's important that you say yes.
You say yes.
Yeah. So who asked you to go?
Come with me. Come with me if you want to live. Okay. So I met them through, well, the first time I saw Sick of It All play was when it was like 1989 at the River Rock Cafe. And then I was sort of touring with Snapcase back then. And Snapcase went to Europe with Sick of It All. And, you know, then the cruise came together. Mm-hmm. And I met Lou and Pete and Armand
just
and Craig.
Just like by going to the shows, or?
Just by going to the shows, and they were doing more shows together. So, I got like a proper introduction from Snapcase to Sick of It All. And then Sick of It All needed somebody to do merch. So I'm like, me. I can count money. I'm trustworthy.
It's true. You are.
Then so I did one tour with them. My first show with them as the merchie was at City Gardens.
Okay.
And that was madness. I mean, they needed like 3 people to do merch that day, not just
me. So were you overwhelmed?
It was a little overwhelming. But I passed the test. I gave them all their money, and then they were about to go on tour supporting Helmet.
Oh, yes.
So that was where the bus came into play, and I did that tour. And that was around from like November of 94 until December. And then they were like, Yeti, we're going to Europe. Armand needs a drum tech. You want to do it? I'm like, yeah, what do I need to do?
Which is pretty much your outlook on most things when a friend asks you to do that.
True. Yeah, I could do that. So I got myself a passport and I went to Europe, and they did this. They were huge. Like, their record was huge at that time. And I went to Europe with them in the middle of winter in January and February. And that was it. Like, after spending a winter in Europe with Lou and the boys, that was it. I was cemented in the crew. I passed all the tests. There were a lot of them.
Yeah. Well, going overseas as a newbie, it'll learn you. Especially back then, there was no like guidance or blueprint for how that was supposed to go.
No.
You just did it.
You just did it. It was...
And that's the thing about back then too, is like stuff lived in the moment, because there really like there wasn't social media and stuff, far from it. So you just took it night by night, and and like that night was it, and it was somebody's most important memory or somebody's best memory or somebody's like most peculiar or strange or worst memory, but it's going to be a memory. So you just have to go for it.
It's made me into who I am today.
And you are A-okay. You are doing just fine.
So,
yeah.
Thank you, Lou.
Thank you, Lou. Fuck cancer all the way, but Lou's memory is quite the blessing. Big smooches to everybody who is suffering from this loss, including yourself, TS, because I know this is a very big loss, and it's okay to be sad for a while about it.
Gummies, 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 I got gummies. Do you want some gummies? It's the Cool Nerd Weed Show.
And we are back.
We're back.
It's the Cool Nerd Weed Show. That's TS.
And that's Sasha.
And we are live, remembering our friend Lou, and also talking about weed, which is what we do pretty good. We sing songs and we smoke weed. Oh man, I am the worst stoner though. I am not at my home studio, and I brought no cones with me, so I have no weed to smoke for like this whole segment. So it means the segment's probably going to be pretty short. It is no fun doing this show when you're not smoking. So if you are listening and you're not smoking, go light one up. Go take an Eddie. Go do something that will let you let go. We're rounding the after hours of the night, and you're a grown up because you have weed, so it means you must be over 21, and you are enjoying a nice wind down of a night with your best friends, TS and Sasha. And if you're a teenager, then you're probably not smoking weed. So says this national survey on drug use and health. I guess, unlike what everybody thinks, when you legalize it for grown-ups, apparently less teenagers are smoking from the ages of 12 to 17. It's gone down by like 6-7% ish. Right? Am I reading that data correctly?
Yeah, it's gone down for sure. over the last over during the golden age of cannabis, teenagers are turned off. They're not smoking it for one reason or another. What do you think that is? Is it like, oh, my parents smoke weed, this shit's lame?
I think like that's kind of excuse me. I think that's kind of a part of it, but I also think that there is an effective policy. I mean, I think, yes, are there, like, let's compare it to drinking, right? So there are underage drinkers, obviously, a lot of it. But I do feel like once generally there was a crackdown on kids under 21 buying alcohol, maybe not drinking it, but buying it, I do feel like maybe, I mean, I don't know the data, it's probably sold, but the data of teens drinking may have gone down. It may be because, oh, my parents do it, it's not that cool, but I don't think so. I think it's just generally it's unavailable other than the illicit market, and that's illicit or traditional. So I do feel maybe it's access, you know? Maybe it's actually working that making it 21 and over was the way to be, the way to go.
Like access and maybe like the stigma, like maybe, or like, okay, you can just wait until you're 21 kind of thing.
Yeah.
And like
yeah.
once you get there, they're like, it's okay once you get to 21.
Yeah, it's the law. I don't know. Growing up, I just thinking of my own experience with like drinking and stuff. I just thought I would get in big trouble if I got caught underage drinking. And I just think kids think they're going to get in really big trouble because we're teaching them that this is similar to something that you can't purchase or consume until you're 21. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I think.
You're probably right.
I don't think it's the stigma. The kids don't care. I don't think it's the also like mom. I've heard people say that like, oh, my grandma smokes weed, so it's like not whatever cool anymore, which I think is super whack. I don't know. I didn't see my parents as lame. I thought they were pretty cool. So like stuff that they did, I don't think that I would think is lame. I know I'm not in the majority there, but I don't know.
I can't imagine getting weed at 12 years old.
See, now, in my day, I could imagine my friends getting high because they did. But today, I actually can't imagine it. But in my day, and especially in the setting in which I was surrounded, there were the first time I ever experienced somebody smoking weed was like my friend, and I think he was 13. And I think he got like fake arrested. Like he got like picked up and they were like, oh, do a little dare to keep you off drugs. It was so stupid. But yeah, that's young. But that was also, weed was illegal. Like super illegal back then. Back then it was like, you know, they had those billboards in the city that had the weed plants. And it was like, if you see somebody growing this, call this number, Crime Stoppers, and we'll give you money or something. Like reward $50,000 if you see somebody growing weed plant. It was crazy. It was so illegal. It was so stupid. But now I do think because you wouldn't, I think it for your average 12-year-old, not in certain areas of the world, obviously, like in California, I'm sure, you know, the traditional market is alive and whatnot. But mostly, I'd say, of all the states that have legalized, teens are just like, I can't do it until I'm allowed. Like I don't think that's the worst thing. I think that's okay.
No, I mean, it's by the numbers, legalization is working. And
I guess Canadian government report found a very similar thing as well. They, over the last 6 years of their legalization, the same kind of downward trend happened. So please, everybody, like, look at this report, and like, stop.
You won't see this one on Fox News.
No, we'll get to that in a moment. Some really, really funny stuff going on in the world. And this is not one of them. This is something that I feel like we should bookmark this. You can find it on Marijuana Moment. But if you're looking for it, find it and send it to people who say to you, if you hear that weed is, I don't know. Does anybody not like weed still? Is that still a thing? The people still mad that weed is a thing, because I feel like it's so lame and tired right now and old. Like, I feel like teenagers who even, let's give stigma the benefit of the doubt and say that they were afraid of, being whatever, however they say weed is bad for you now. I don't even know. It's not the melting into the chair thing anymore.
Yeah, that was the first thing, like the deflated balloon.
And before that
person.
was This Is Your Brain on Drugs, but that was more heroin and stuff. I think that was last hot news.
They're trying to bring that brain on drugs thing back.
The guy was kind of hot. This is your brain on drugs. He cracked an egg. I was like, ooh, what am I feeling? Crack my egg on drugs. You got any drugs?
Make me breakfast.
Yeah, yes. I have a whole backstory for us. The brain on drugs guy. But yes, teenagers, don't smoke drugs until you're of age, and then smoke a lot of drugs. But if you're listening to the show, which would be crazy. I mean, you'd be the coolest kid around if you listen to the Cool Nerd Weed Show. We are illicit. We speak about illicit things, YouTube says. So I don't know how you'd find us, because we're getting taken down every which way. But we stand for positivity and health and wellness. Half of the places we worked for had wellness in its name. So we promote all of those things and safety. And it is safe for your teens not to be smoking drugs until they're 21 and they can get it legally and not get in trouble for it. We're going to take, right? Do you have anything else to say about these kids?
Other than, you kids again, get off my lawn.
Okay, we are going to take a quick break. Quick. Normal time. And we'll be back after that with a Huff and Puff. It's almost like goofy, this Huff and Puff that we're coming back with. I feel like it's like a joke. So we will be right back.
The final Huff and Puff with TS and Sasha.
And we're back. We're not back there. We're back now. We're back. You can do it. You can still do it. Here, I'll play it again. Wait, no, I can't play it again. I lost it. Sorry. You're fucked. We're all fucked. Oh, wait, here we go. There you go.
The final Huff and Puff with TS and Sasha.
There you go. We're back.
And we're back.
That's TS.
And that's Sasha.
And we are live on Adobe Radio. We are live with the Cool Nerd Weed Show. Thank you for hanging out with us. We love you so much. We love doing this so much. We love everything about it. We love smoking weed. We love being about it. We love the people we meet throughout our lives. Every single person you meet leads you to where you are today, and that's what we are about. We're about journeys, man. So this is funny. This story, I guess maybe not to Sharon Stone. It's not funny, but Sharon Stone was in the headlines, like literally Variety and the New York Post and Fox News all picked this up, and the headline is Sharon Stone on quitting weed and stopping a stroke medication despite doctor's orders. It was like going off fucking heroin. So there's a lot to unpack there.
So much
to unpack there. So A of all, she had a almost fatal stroke in 2001. It was crazy. It was crazy because she was very, very, very very beautiful actress. She is a very beautiful actress, but she was like the it girl for a minute, and she was gorgeous, and that took Hollywood by by surprise. And she survived, obviously, and she went on, I guess, a bunch of medications for a stroke, and likely began to consume cannabis to manage her pain and manage her everything that comes along with having a neurological issue. And I guess she wanted to stop taking medication, which is fine. But it doesn't look like she did it. It says despite doctor's orders. So it sounds like a doctor. It sounds like I don't know. This doctor's saying a bunch of things. I don't know what to agree with, but it does sound like he maybe wanted her to do a different weaning off kind of thing, but she was like, no, I'm just going right off. And then she wanted to go out, stop smoking weed. And I guess she felt withdrawal from that. And her doctor, her neurologist said to her, Sharon, I've had people dying in the emergency room from marijuana. So she kind of goes on to like just talk a bunch of shit on weed. She just says that they put so much stuff in it. It's not like you're pulling it from the ground anymore. It's not like when we were kids, which is always what fucking old people say about weed. And when she stopped smoking, she got sick. And that's when her neurologist said, like, people are dying. Kim, people are dying. And listen, I can agree that the weed of today is not the weed of yesteryear, and it certainly is more potent and stronger. I don't think that's nefarious or in any way, shape or form other than honing the craft of, I mean, it's for medicinal purposes. You do know that. Like, it's for that's what it's for. It's just also consumed recreationally and can be consumed recreationally safely. So, and that's also, by the way, medicinally in its own way. But there is a physical dependence on anything that you consume every single day. We always say that. I don't even know why that has to be said all the time, but it does. If you don't drink water, you get dehydrated. That's a withdrawal symptom of not drinking water. If you don't, I'm just kidding. I don't know if that's true. If you don't drink coffee, obviously, I mean, ask any woman who's ever gotten pregnant, you know, what she feels, and she feels everything. When you don't drink coffee, when you don't have caffeine, when you don't have Diet Coke, when you don't have anything that has caffeine in it, you're going to feel sick as a dog. Similarly to how you would feel if you just stop smoking weed. I mean, it's not fun. I'll tell you, it's not fun to just stop smoking weed. It sucks. But it's not gonna, oh gosh, I can't say.
What about like stopping your neurological stroke medication?
I guess that's fine. I mean, the doctor it seemed like there was like the doctor wanted her to stay on it longer and she didn't want to take it anymore. I don't know I don't know if the doctor and the neurologist were the same people. But.
I mean, it's the doctor that did say that he's seen people dying in emergency rooms because of cannabis.
Yeah, well, I don't know who her original physician was.
We do not.
No, it does not cite that. That's the problem. It conflates everything in one thing, and that's what always happens with weed. And you associate it with neurological stroke medicine, heroin, and cannabis all in the same fucking sentence. It's insane. Now, I don't want to take away from whatever Sharon experienced in her life, but I just don't want our older listener to think that if you've been smoking medicinally to help you with pain from whatever you have gone through, please don't think that if you stop smoking, you will die. Like, please don't think that. If you want to stop smoking, take a break or just quit, you can do that. It certainly helps to wean yourself off of fucking anything. So there's programs to do that. Anybody can help you. We can help you. We've talked about tolerance breaks on this show a few times. Of course, we support them and promote them. But I feel like that is so overboard to be telling. And doctors, they really do just be saying shit about weed all the time. Still, clearly, to this very day. I don't like that. I mean, they're still growing weed from the ground. It's not synthetic weed, synthetic things. That's a thing. but not mostly. That's a new thing. Weed is still organic. That's the whole thing.
Absolutely.
About it.
I want to know who was, because I don't think Sharon Stone was shopping in the dispensary herself. So she probably had a shopper and an assistant, somebody who was going to get her medical cannabis products, but they were probably getting her the wrong things.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, I think, it sounds to me, honestly, it sounds like she probably took too many edibles or did a dab or something, did something that was non-traditional to an older generation of smokers. And, my dad smoked a joint that I rolled for him 15 years ago in New York, in Brooklyn, because he was retiring and he wanted to smoke a joint on the first snowy day. And it fucked him up. He stopped smoking forever after that. My dad was a huge pothead when he was a kid. So I'm not saying that weed is the same. It's not. That's exactly right. Go get Sharon some Blue Dream or something, maybe she shouldn't be getting the heavy stuff. And that's where knowing stuff about weed, and it is still grown from the ground, by the way. Weed is still grown. You still have to grow it. And pulling it from the ground, no, you're not. But yes, you also can do that if you choose, if you please. You can grow your own and you can pull it from the ground and you can sell it and you can do all sorts of great stuff with weed now. So no, it's not like when you were kids, but it is. It isn't. I don't want it to be thought of as more fatal because that's crazy. It's a lot. And we have to be careful because there are medicinal grade things coming out that may get people sick if they don't know what they're taking. That's why you have to have legal, regulated cannabis so that you don't get the wrong thing and think you're going to die. Oh, boy. And just FYI, the things where a doctor may say that, and also this goes with the psychosis and other things that weed has been associated with, the cannabis use disorder, which if Fox News is airing this shit, they're obviously super chomping at the bit with this new rescheduling to get ahead of that and say, Reefer Madness is alive and well, and if you smoke too much weed, you'll put the baby in the bathtub and experience psychosis. And there's something to be noted that a lot of these studies that are coming out that have been showing that these are people who, well, from what I've seen, companion studies or things to go along with it that are saying there are people who may be predisposed to right? Are we both having simul strokes? Predispositioned to mental conditions, which maybe they run in the family. There has been a correlating thing often to these people that they're studying. And I think you have to remember that. You have to look at all angles of these studies that are going to be coming out and look at where they're coming from and look at who's saying them and looking at who's running them. I don't know what else to say about Sharon Stone other than it would be cool. I don't know. Honestly, she probably still smokes weed. All the celebrities say they don't smoke weed, and then you get them, I don't know, after a party or something.
You see on the beach.
Yeah,
in Cancun.
Okay. But if you don't want to smoke weed, that's cool. But just don't go telling people that it makes you die. Because
that's irresponsible.
It is irresponsible, and don't know what you're doing. Doing anything in excess is probably not good. Well, you know what I mean. Live in excess.
Just putting it out there. If Sharon Stone needs a personal weed shopper, we're available.
Yeah, let us know. We'll get you the best stuff, and we'll make sure it doesn't make you feel sick if you don't smoke it. And that's it. And Sharon Stone, I hope you are okay and teenagers don't smoke weed. And
fuck cancer, fuck cancer, fuck cancer, and fuck America's cancer. Fuck Donald Trump.
don't panic.
Oh, don't panic. It's organic.
Oh, you're so cool with all your F words. You can't even remember our catchphrase.
Don't panic.
It's organic.
Give it up for Adobe, everybody.